Hey, good evening, Fort Collins community. I am Laura Lunsford. I'm the sergeant over the SRO program, and we wanted to take some time to welcome everybody back to school, even if it's under these modified circumstances. We've missed getting to interact with the kiddos and hear their stories, and so we're excited that we're able to engage with them at this point. Hey, we really wanted to take the opportunity to reach out and have some conversation with the community, because there's a lot of discussion about the SROs both on a national level and locally, and we wanted to share some of our information about the program and who we are. We are all police officers that work for Fort Collins Police Services. We have a total of 14 SROs, and we cover 38 schools. We all come from different walks of life and have various backgrounds, with many having many different careers before becoming police officers and then SROs as well. A lot of times people just see the badge and don't really know that we've lived a whole lot of life prior to that. So we have members from the LGBTQIA+ community. We have SROs that are veterans from the faith-based community, biracial families, and many, many other parts of our communities that we share commonalities with and along with our students. School resource officers is a specialty unit that you are selected for. So these are not officers that are randomly picked and assigned to do this job. They actually want to do this, so they will oftentimes take the opportunity when it comes up to put their name in. And then when we run that selection process, we run a collaborative process with PSD with several different components of that testing. We have administrators from the schools participate. We have students that help us participate in the selection process, because it's incredibly important for us to get the right fit and the right SRO to meet that school's needs, because as you guys know, every school has its own personality, and we want to make sure that we have just exactly the right fit for that. When SROs join the team, they go through a lot of additional specialized training that's specific to our unit and the mission and the needs that we have within our community and our school district specifically. This training is determined through a collaborative effort with PSD so that it meets the needs of our student population and the community at large. I'm going to talk about a few of those things on a high level, and this is certainly not an all-inclusive list, but just kind of highlights some portions of the additional training that we all receive. As SROs, when we join the team, we all attend a 40-hour basic SRO school through the National Association of School Resource Officers. They cover a lot of things from special education to FERPA to lots of things that just really are specific to the school and the culture there. We also are all CIT trained. We think that's really important because of just the nature of the adolescent brain and how things go. So we get a lot of additional training on mental health, intervention, the adolescent brain, kind of the trauma, at-risk youth trauma type training. We also do a lot of training on anti-bias, racial equality, and diversity training, because we all know that we are, as our community is made up of people from all walks of life, so is our smaller student community, so nothing has changed there. We've received training on juvenile sex assault and sex trafficking training, because while we live in a very safe community, we oftentimes still are confronted with some of those issues as well. Additionally, we also get a lot of victims' rights training. We want to make sure that we are offering, the right kinds of services at the right level for those individuals. We are dealing uniquely with kids from almost being adults, from 18 and in the high school level all the way down to elementary kiddos, and they all fundamentally work at different levels, and so we need to make sure that we are matching their needs at their level and where they are. When we get this training, we actually go out and solicit training from a lot of our local professionals. We receive training from SAVA, Child Safe, the Child Advocacy Center. Those are our resident experts that we have here. We also work really closely with DHS, different local autism awareness places here in town, and then obviously within Poudre School District, within their mental health teams, and just countless other professionals within our community. With that training that we all receive, we provide services to 25,000+ students. So there are 14 of us at 38 different schools, and of those 38 schools, there are about 25,000 students that attend, give or take a little bit. We have officers that are in all the traditional high schools, and then we also have officers that are all contained within all of the middle schools as well. Those middle school officers then give coverage and provide coverage and service to all of the elementaries that are in town. We have found that having consistency with the same students and staff allows for us to build that rapport with the kids and for them to get to know us on a level which is really important in our community.